What is happening, everybody? Hope you're all well, and welcome on back to The Witcher. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe. And if you want to catch up on the rest of the Let's Play so far, go ahead and check the description below. I have the whole series down there in the playlist in order for everybody. You can finally gain access to the cemetery, so that's what we're going to be doing this episode. Went ahead and rested, made it nighttime. After Shani's party last episode, now we can hopefully get our Alghoul spawns. I've been assuming the whole time that those spawn in the cemetery. It just makes sense, right? They tend to linger around dead, so... I'm assuming that's where they'll be. I made it nighttime just in case, too. Just for all the possible monster spawns we could get. Here's our brand new location. Bigger than I expected. I guess it is a cemetery for the whole city. Let's take this one by one. Make sure we check all these different paths. Strong for ghouls? Definitely strong for ghouls. Probably the same for Alghouls then. He's in monster killer at this point. That's my Alghoul. Did I get what I needed from you? Alghoul Marrow. I think that's what I need for the quest. Regular ghouls, unfortunately. That backhand is crazy disrespect. In here, Grave Robin, White Roses. I expect the thug to have white roses on him. Seems like maybe he was trying to pay respects to a grave. Okay, that's the crypt. That's probably where the body we need is. Continue to look around. Drowned dead. Goes to the trade quarter. We're not doing that yet. I wonder what's going on with those reliefs we keep seeing across the city. When you interact with them, it gives you an option to put something in them, but I don't have any item that can go inside them yet. And there's one by the sewer entrance too. What is in this trunk? Flint and 10 irons. And a spit in the eye, right? Yeah, let's go look at this. Let's see if I have anything that I can put to this. Anything in my quest items? No. I'm not sure what we do with that then. But I think that's that. Trade quota when not allowed to. Just the crypt entrance left. Let's hope I get spammed with Alghouls down here. beautiful. There's torches. Saving me from having to pop a cat. Fight by the torches. It's a graveyard and an altar. Who wants it first? Oh, there's Raymond's corpse. That might be a problem. Oh, I need you to be unstunned here. I don't think we'll need to pop a swallow. We do have some passive health regen. Graveyards are so chunky. Yeah, this is the real Detective Raymond. We found him. I had to tell the Gravedigger about my discovery and return his key. Eyeballs. Random stuff on an altar. Was the autopsy supposed to be on Raymond? I guess we did say secretly that the point here was just to come down and learn his methods, right? It was never about actually doing an autopsy. How big is this crypt? You can continue. Ton of mangled corpses down here. Is this just what you can expect post-burial in the Witcher universe? Your body is just gonna get pieced up by monsters no matter what happens, no matter how you're interred. I need you, sir. There's a trunk back there. Looks like this place wraps around to that. We'll be okay, I think. Maybe we could just run back to that here in a second. Total darkness. Apologies if this looks strange. Just don't want to drink my cat potion. Okay, that's the way we came in, so let's bank a left. The auto attack nature of this game makes it way easier to handle with nighttime. If this is Witcher 3 or Witcher 2, But you didn't get like an auto lock and just have to click. I would be screwed without a cat potion. Oh, there's lots of goodies in here. Yeah, I'm gonna need all this. Unknown potion. We definitely found the treasure chamber. Sure, there's goodies in the sarcophagus too. Hello, red meteorite. That makes 3. To 15 and 8 to 22. Okay, the current axe we have is better than that one. Yeah, that's my 3rd red rune. 1 to 7, 1 to 7. We can finally make the meteorite sword, right? Does not look like we got enough Alghouls for my contract. How many of those marrows did we need? Secondaries. Must kill them. Collect the marrow of 3 Alghouls for Kalkstein. We have what? 2? Yeah, we need 1 more Alghoul. Just 1. Let's see if we can get one to spawn in here somewhere. I do think we just cleared all of this, but I might be able to get one to spawn in. Okay, so I did try to rest and go back in the crypt, and nothing respawned. Maybe it's a nighttime case, but I did quickly look into it just so I didn't soft block myself, and there is another place to get Alghouls. Apparently they spawn in the swamp, so not to worry. We can just find an Alghoul in the swamp for just 1 kill, I guess. We'll talk to the gravedigger and give him his stuff.
What do you need?
Here's your key.
Learn anything?
I found Raymond's body in the crypt.
How? I spoke to him recently.
Now I'm sure. The leader of Salamandra, a mage capable of spinning illusions, is masquerading as Raymond.
It'd be a bad idea to tell him that. Not exactly on our team.
What do you need?
Farewell.
And then now we can't go back in here, right? Oh no, we still can. We gave him his key back and we still have access to this. Okay. Well, we don't need it right now. What is the next phase of our quest? Need the Severod. I'll try to lure Azor, posing as the private eye, into a trap. Doing an investigation that should lead me to Azar Jabed. Lost Lamb, Berengar, the Alghoul contract, and Wanted. Livid enough to help me with Salamandra. I await his next move. Okay, so then it looks like we're heading back to the swamp. I don't have any follow-ups with Shani or anything, and I don't really want to inform Kalkstein of any trap yet until we get going on with some more of the swamp stuff. So let's go back to the swamp and we'll investigate that missing boy. Sounds like a good idea. Alright, so a quick detour before we head back to the swamp. We have 3 red meteorite ore pieces now, so I'm going to craft the steel sword. There she is. Look at you. For 1,000, we get damage plus 40% and chance of critical effect bleeding is 30%. Okay, so we could just get rid of this. And we'll get my baby. 1,000 Orans, but it's a worthy investment, I think. Yeah, I think that's a worthy investment. Hopefully we'll get to put that to good use. Right, now we can go back to the swamp. Now we're well armed. little disappointed that it looks the same. I was hoping for a different aesthetic to that.
I should try that.
Well, that damage plus 40% is going to be spicy next time we fight a human enemy. Alrighty, here we are back in the swamp. We're at the Druid's Grove. We have to talk to the leader, right? About the missing
Huge
child.
trees, strange symbols, tamed beasts, even a Dryad.
What?
This must be the Druid's
I
Grove.
wish to return. Gwynblade,
Gwynblade. What's that mean?
White Wolf.
You know me?
Your name precedes you.
You may know more than me. I remember nothing of my past.
Some things are better forgotten. Nevertheless, I do feel sorry for you.
Can you help?
Sadly, no. Perhaps my sisters from Brokilon could help, but they are far away.
Tell me about Brokilon.
Brokilon is the Dryad homeland, a wilderness untouched by humans. Those surrounding Brokilon wish to claim our forests, and thus humans and Dryads fight continuously along the borders.
Who is winning?
Our archers are matchless, but how long can we resist the brute force that rendered humans the world's rulers?
There's gotta be a druid romance card, right?
So you agree with the elves and dwarves fighting for independence?
Those children? They have long forgotten the struggle's meaning, craving blood and revenge, having only contempt for humans. They fail to see they begin to resemble the humans themselves. We merely defend our home, Gwynblade, and have no ambition of driving humans into the sea.
Gwynblade is such a cool term for us.
Why don't you reach a compromise with the humans?
Ha! You treat concessions as weaknesses and believe acts of goodwill are traps. You will never accept our otherness.
Tell me about your lives.
Brokilon is our home, Ithlin our lady. We live in harmony with the forest, flowing through the thickets and knowing the forest's secrets.
Are you happy?
Like humans, we have joys and sorrows, though our end is near. The war with the humans continues, and our numbers diminish.
What are you doing here?
'Tis a secret. Though I'm taking the chance to visit this grove of old, beautiful trees.
Tell me about your lives.
Brokilon is our home.
Are you
Like
Tell me about Brokilon.
Brokilon is the Dryad homeland, a wilderness untouched by humans. Those surrounding Brokilon wish to
We already
claim our
covered this
forests,
dialogue,
and
right?
thus humans and Dryads fight.
Who is winning?
Our archers are
Yeah, we did.
That's sad.
Gwyn.
Okay, we're double per dialogue.
In wed streda kemu in ker.
Circle of unwanted power. You're not gonna get mad at me if I touch this, are you? You have learned the Yerden sign. Magical trap that slows down your opponents. Choose a sign on the left side of the screen. Right click to cast the sign. When enhanced, Yerden also causes damage to opponents and can poison and weaken them. It is best used in combination with other signs. We got all 4 Witcher signs. That's pretty cool.
So green.
Was she named the first time I talked to her?
In wed. What is it?
Gandalf the Brown. What are you selling, friend? Already read this. We need you. Okay, let's buy you. Formula for Marble Forest. And we'll get you too. And then we should be good to go from there.
What is
Aren't those wyverns?
wyverns indeed?
How did you master them?
Tamed them through hard work. I guarantee they're not drugged or their wings clipped. See for yourself.
Any accidents?
Only the fool who tried to brush a wyvern's teeth.
I see.
Any other questions?
Cannot fathom trying to brush a dragon's teeth. That's not toothless, bro.
Farewell.
Alright, let's take a look at what we purchased. Oh, did we already know Marble Forest? Well, that's 300 orange we'll never get back. This book discusses various plant substances used by the Druids, including hellebore petals, allspice root, wolf's aloe, verbena, mistletoe, and ginacia. It also details the methods of obtaining alchemical ingredients from them. That one was worth it, at least. Anything new around here? No, none of the herbs we just learned, or at least in this little section. Cool swords.
Welcome to the Druid's Grove, traveler.
Greetings.
Marvelous place. I come here when I need to think, and the peacefulness helps clear my mind. Even a witcher is welcome here.
One more word about my accepting my otherness and finding the home I never had, and I'll cry like a baby.
Sarcasm only serves to expose your inhibitions.
Ooh, an elven psychoanalyst.
I spent decades among humans. I find your kind as complicated as the schematics of a flail.
Decades? Live that long among humans, you're bound to become more like them than you ever wanted to be.
Are you speaking from experience, Monster Slayer?
A sharp wit. I'm Geralt.
My name's Yavin.
Let's talk.
Yes.
I'm looking for witcher's work.
Then I'll ask you a favor. I need a letter delivered to Vizima, where I'm not welcome. As a witcher, you should find little difficulty tending to monsters on the way and avoiding trouble with the guards at the city gates.
Who's the letter to?
I'd be obliged if you could deliver it to Vivaldi, a dwarf living in town, and then return his reply to me.
We can do that.
I'll do it. I'm going to Vizima anyway.
Thank you.
Not quite what I had in mind when I said
Yes.
witch's work, but...
What can you tell me about your kind? What makes you elves tick?
Let us pray beneath the trees, for the trampled heather, for blood that has been shed, for fate that has been destroyed.
I'm not sure I'm understanding this.
For death inflicted by sword, for the pain of others and our own.
What can you tell me about your...
For the for blood, for
Nice and to the point. Farewell.
Fair enough. Request worth its weight in gold. And we were supposed to ask somebody about the kid, but we didn't have it with the older guy. Last lamb, I must ask the druids about the missing boy. So I should just be asking random druids about this then? Maybe the ones that are by the circle.
What is it?
I seek a boy missing from the brickmaker's village.
I've not seen him.
The brickmakers claim you changed children into dryads.
Fools! Only adults are accepted here. Children would only trouble us. As for dryads, ask them yourself.
Farewell.
Okay, so... talk to the Dryad about that then. There's a whole other section up here too, looking at this. We can go all the way up here. Maybe the Dryad is going to ask us to do that anyways, so we'll go talk to the Dryad first. Already made a little bit of a rapport with her.
Windblade.
I seek a boy. The brickmakers claim druids seized him to transform him into a dryad.
Only girls can be dryads, no boys here.
Just wanted to make sure.
I would show you where young dryads come from, but
Yes?
I wish to remain faithful to the Brochelon tradition. We only take in men to procreate, and just the strong and agile. We want the girls born of their seed to inherit their father's fortitude.
I've been accused of many things, but lack of physical prowess is not among them.
I believe you. But the ritual requires a man to prove himself a skilled hunter. Bring me a wolf's pelt.
Very well.
Well, when in Rome. Already saw some wolves I can kill. Let's go down here and kill some wolves. Deal for that. Test out the new sword too, I guess. Effective, I would say. Alright, before we go give her some wolf pelt, I'm very curious about this new location, so... That doesn't look like we're actually... Or at least we can't cut across. Maybe we can just walk up. No, we can't. It's all cut off. It's all barricaded. Okay. Well, let's go see what this Dryad ritual is all about. I knew there'd be a romance card for the Dryad. They couldn't resist.
Windblade.
I must admit, would.
We spoke about where little Dryads come from.
Of course. The hunter returns. Do you have the wolf pelt I requested?
Sure do. And where would that go?
You have proved yourself a skilled hunter. Yet one obstacle remains.
What's that?
Witchers are sterile. We Dryads don't acknowledge intimacy without procreation.
Intimacy without procreation can be good.
How?
Couple entwined might mix the soil they lie upon, giving improved plant growth.
Sex is pleasure, and pleasure is good.
Couples lost in pleasure become prey for monsters.
Sex relieves stress, improving body and mind.
We Dryads must be vigilant and agile to defend our home, and my body demands love.
Would you like to be with me?
Yes, for the day.
Come.
Very classy. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself, Morhen.
Do you know where little Dryads come from?
We do now. Right, what was the next stage of that quest? Let's go and tell Vasca that she was wrong in her suspicions. Let's run back there. I wonder what happened to the kid then. If they don't have him, I don't believe them to be lying to me, so he's obviously somewhere else in these woods. I mean, there are so many monsters and stuff around. Anything could have happened to him, right? I wonder if Vasco will even accept this, or if she will just accuse them of being liars. He might totally just say they're full of it, right?
The Water Lords and I.
The Druids didn't take your boy. If I find him, I'll see to his safe return.
The boy is gone. A warning to all. We must prepare.
Prepare for what?
The Water Lords and I.
Kalkstein, an alchemist, claims you know about the tower's mage and its sentry.
A powerful sorcerer once lived in the swamp. An apprentice his only companion. All changed when a woman entered his life.
A fairy tale beginning.
But the end differs. For a wicked woman she was. He fulfilled all her wishes and she took advantage of his might.
Who was the woman?
Unimportant.
I'm listening.
Blind love spelled the mage's demise. He called upon forces he could not control and died.
What about the guard?
The mage's lover could tell fortunes, and the mage created a deck of extraordinary tarot cards. He illustrated a future event on each card.
And?
Golems guarded the mage's dwelling. Those spared the ravages of time survive at the cemetery, where they remain motionless.
One of them is the guard?
Yes, the most powerful golem acted as sentry. The tower card depicts how the golem can be revived. In turn, this will open the tower anew. Take this card. I no longer need it.
Okay, so that's how we gain access to the tower. Promise that I would take the boy home when I find him. I'll level up. No quest update on the... Okay, there it is. We gotta talk to Kalkstein about that. Alright, so before we head back to Kalkstein then, I wonder where I would find the boy. Never mind, I think the play here would be to sink in our level up, make it nighttime, look around for an Alghoul, and then when we go back to Vizima, we can hit every single bird with one stone, right? We can turn in the letter for the guy at the Druid camp, and then we can turn in the Alghoul contract. Now let's take a look. Intelligence increases the chance of extracting ingredients from both herb plants and defeated foes. I think it'd be a good idea to just get this, right? Base sign intensity 20%, unlocks level 5 signs. Let's get the ingredient extraction. I literally got this so I could get that, so... That's just sign duration. Alright, what do we need bronze talents for? Nothing there. That's only affected by blinding, so we don't need to worry about that. I guess I already own those too. They don't look filled out. Tricked me. Upgrade our group steel. Knock down 30%. That might be good, but let's see if we have anything else first. Get up the pain on that. Okay, that works for me. And then we'll rest until midnight, and we'll see if we can't go find an Alghoul. There we go. Looks like I found one of my Alghouls. Found multiple of my Alghouls. What are these guys around? Let's attract them. What's this? Using group style until we pull the majority of the herd here. Beautiful. Very cool. Alright, there's my Alghoul bones. And we get so many ingredients now. I took that perk. That's gonna be perfect for crafting and all that stuff. Yeah, we get doses of 2 now instead of just the 1. Awesome. A worthy investment. If anybody wants to know where I found those from, I am around here. I went to the collapsed tower. That's the Mage's Tower. That's the collapsed one. I guess there's a fireplace and stuff here. Right, we're not going to mess with the golem. What we need to do now is go back to the landing, which is around there. And then we'll go back to the city, we'll go turn that stuff into Kalkstein, and we'll clear that letter, and then I'll wrap the episode up. So I will see you back in Vizima. Got a couple more of these assassins to cut down before we go talk to Vivaldi. I don't think you're getting away with it. I want you to. Rest in peace. I'm glad they keep dropping fist tech, because since we got Coleman assassinated by the Scoia'tael, that's even our fault. I don't even know if you can get it to not go that way, but he was the one that sold fist tech, right? So if we ever need that to bribe somebody or anything, we're gonna have to live off our supply from these guys. I hope a guard doesn't check our inventory at some point and bust us for packing all this fist tech. We'll do Vivaldi, and then Kalkstein's house is just at the end of the street, so we'll do Vivaldi first. Wakey wakey.
What brings you here?
Your magnificent beard once again.
I have a message for you from Yevon.
Yevon? I don't need to read it. I know what he wants. Witcher know that whether elf, human or dwarf, they all want the same thing.
Gold?
Gold indeed. If you care to drop by later, you can collect my answer to Yevon.
Agreed.
But don't count on getting any gold from me. Yevon has doubtless promised you some already.
Okay, so we just gotta come back later. works out because I think we will be able to rest inside Kalkstein's house. So there's one of my new herbs. Torch and dagger. Don't need either of those. Good news, Kalkstein. On two fronts. Your contract is done, and I found out about the tower.
I'm here about the notice.
You have Alghoul marrow for me?
Yes, 3 fresh doses.
Splendid. Take this gold.
How much did that pay? 150. That's underwhelming.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes?
Vaska helped me locate the tower tarot card. It describes how to wake the sentry.
Let's see this card. Interesting. Much depends on interpretation, but I think I understand. Alchemists find it easier to understand other alchemists.
Enlighten me.
The sentry can only be woken if it's near the tower, which it is, and by using a lightning rod.
A lightning rod?
The drawing depicts a man in a crown, a reference to King Herman the Mad?
Who's Herman the Mad?
Herman used to ascend a tower during storms and insult the gods. A hostile faction carried out a coup by removing the lightning rod from the tower.
An interesting story.
You'll need a device that attracts and conducts lightning. Put plainly, a solid metal rod. A good smith should be able to forge one for a decent price.
What next?
Yes, we'll need a thunderstorm, but I have no idea how to make Mother Nature cooperate.
I'll think of something.
When you have everything, attach the lightning rod to the sentry. Energy from the lightning bolt will revive the golem.
What next?
No idea, but you'll manage. If you kill the golem, you'll be able to make a rare potion requiring his heart. Here's the formula.
We'll see.
Okay, so that's another mutagen potion.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
See ya.
Alright, so we need to make a lightning rod. We'll go to the dwarf for that again, since he made my my sword. He already did good work for us. And then, I suppose, we'll still rest here. We'll just do it on the fly in terms of figuring out how to create a thunderstorm. If only we knew sorceresses that could control stuff like that. Noon should be enough to talk to Vivaldi. Right, since we're ready to jump off on some other major main plot points, that's a pretty good place to wrap, so thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you all soon with more The Witcher. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Later.